joint finance safety committee meeting to order at 6:30. We do have a form for finance right now. So we're discussing ordinance 2023-06. There's two aspects to this ordinance. The first is, I guess, replacing the assistant to the mayor with strategy and engagement manager. And then second is the financials regarding the cadet. With, I guess, Director Miller or the mayor want to speak to this first?
Yeah, so the first item, we're changing we're adding a strategy and engagement manager position. So that job description and all that will go to civil service. This is to establish the pay band. And then the mayor's not going to fill the assistant to the mayor position. This will kind of be a different version of a similar position. So it's basically a renaming and slightly different job duties. So we adjusted the pay band down accordingly.
Okay.
Then the next item is the police cadet. During negotiations, we made it clear in the union contract that a police cadet is not part of the union, which means we need to have their pay established somewhere. So we included it in this chart. And then we referenced to 9G, which says that they will be paid 8 to 10% less than the lowest officer pay. So these are for people that are in training. And the police chief, I thought, wrote a great letter describing the whole process and why we're doing all that.
Councilmember Kozak, we went and got started with this 6:30. So after we get done the financials, you can take over. Okay. Yeah, I did. When everybody got the letter from the police chief, it was pretty helpful. And I do remember, with respect to the police cadet issue, I remember that from the CPA negotiations that went on at the end of the year. Okay, so go ahead. You can continue.
I think that's about it, unless you have specific questions we can answer.
Okay, so the gist of Chief Barnes or Chief Barnes,
Went back.
there's a sheriff's
Yeah.
Sheriff Barnes. Chief Barnes' letter basically this would broaden the pool with respect to candidates to join the police force, because various people come in with the certification without, correct?
Exactly. And for a while, there were so many people, so many candidates, that we could be more specific and we could say we're only accepting people with the certificate. Now there aren't as many candidates for any position, so if we can broaden, open up the net and have more people come and apply, then I think it's a good opportunity for us. They still go through the same hiring process and they're vetted, but it just allows us to maybe open it up to some people who haven't gone to the academy.
Okay, and this was discussed in his letter. I just wanted to make sure that it's a record. What's the median or average cost for the training?
I believe he said it was $3,000 to $5,000.
And there was a concern when this was first created regarding what if city pays for the training and certification, and then right after that, shortly thereafter, the cadet leaves.
And currently in our employee handbook, we have restrictions on tuition reimbursement, and this would be handled the same way. If you don't stay for 2 years for a bachelor's degree, 3 years for a master's degree, we take the money back from your final check, and we would do the same thing with any cadets. And the chief indicated that he would include that in any offer letter.
Okay. Regarding the financials, any committee members have any questions? I guess once you get done, Michelle, maybe we could just do a vote at the end or have a motion, so you can go ahead.
Okay, well, and I think I was just going to cover kind of what you talked about already in those letters from Chief Starnes. I thought that was the safety component of it, but I did, when I first started on council last year, I met with most of the department heads, and he was one of them. We talked about this, I was asking what the process is, and he said because we're such a small community with a small police force that it's difficult to bring in the cadets because then you're kind of missing a person while they're away at the training. So I wasn't aware of the pre-2007 situation that they used to do that. So that was interesting to hear about that. And then, yeah, I was just going to address everything that you mentioned about paying back the money after if they don't stay for 2 years. And I think he said originally it was $1,000 to $3,000, but in the updated memo, he mentions $5,000 as the approximate cost. And it can be 4 to 6 months depending on the academy they choose. So that's all I have.
Can I ask a clarifying question? How many folks do we typically have on as police cadet at a time? Is it 1 or 2?
Well, we haven't hired any since 2007.
Oh, okay.
And so it would be like 1 or 2 at the most. Depends how many people we're hiring. In this round, I don't know if we're going to even have any.
Okay.
It's just an opportunity. So it would not be, it wouldn't be a common thing. City of Columbus is running classes all the time because they hire so many more people, but it would just be a one-off situation.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
So that's all I got for the safety committee, and I don't know how you want to handle do a motion to.
Any other questions, comments, concerns?
Just a comment. I'm supportive of it. I'm a big believer in on-the-job training for most professions. I think that that's the missing piece that not even just police, that any profession, I believe in apprenticeships and things like that. So I'm excited that we're bringing this program back.
Okay. I guess maybe we'll go ahead and maybe I'll have a motion to recommend approval to council. I will make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Point of information, is that for the finance committee or finance and safety committee members? Because
It's definitely for finance.
that's my question, because if we have it as a joint meeting, I'm on safety and finance, but I'm
I'm
also
gonna ask
supportive.
I'm gonna ask a stupid question. How many are on, how many we have here for safety?
And then
I'm on safety, but not finance.
Okay.
so was the
And Anthony?
Could you just do it for both? Could we get a joint recommendation from both? Deputy and also support.
I would move to have a joint approval to council. Second.
safety.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. With no further business, the meeting is adjourned.
We have a 5-minute break before what you all came for.